Or clever.
Or clever.
Depending on what you want to portray.
That's true.
Let me ask you about the parole hearings. You have one coming up.
Yes.
Tex Watson.
Yes, in May.
May 1990.
Yes.
Do you dread that?
Not at all.
Doesn't bother you to sit across from the table from Tex Watson, who butchered your daughter, and look at that man, or do you look at him? Do you dialogue with him?
I look at him.
Does he look at you?
He does not look at me.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know why he has never just eye to eye faced me, but he never has. The first time, the first parole hearing that I was ever there, I could have, you know how Manson's eyes go black? As I review the TV cameras that was there, the film, my eyes went just that black. If there was ever a time that I was almost possessed, okay, that was it. I could have killed him.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
You still have that same ability or feeling?
No.
You've gotten beyond that?
Oh, beyond. Well beyond.
You took about 352,000 letters through the National Enquirer to the prison to see that Tex Watson didn't get set free because, was it Leslie Van Houten who
yes,
who had brought 9,000 letters?
No, 900.
900.
900 letters. And
people sympathetic to her release?
yeah, sympathetic to her release. I had always told Stephen Kay, if you need my help, all you have to do is call. He called me one day, and this was concerning Leslie Van Houten's parole hearing. Now, she was the one most likely to get out.
Paroled.
To be paroled.
In fact, in honesty, didn't Stephen Kay, one of the prosecutors, suggest that she should be paroled until she married this clown, and the guy was caught with prison guard uniform in his possession when he was arrested, and Stephen Kay changed his opinion?
No, I don't know.
I've been reading again.
You've been reading again,
That's
Bill.
true.
You're good at that.
And I talked to Steve on the phone, and he said he now fights her parole until she's well over 40 because of that incident. He said it exercised bad judgment.
Yeah, but it's not that. You see, her attorneys continue to say that she stabbed Rosemary LaBianca after she was dead. How do they know that? How do they know that?
That would be the basis for a good parole?
Was there a physician there at the time that she was stabbing her?
You know what Tex Watson says, or Susan Atkins. Susan Atkins says that she went back into the house to get the towel to dip it in Sharon's blood and write pig on the door. And she says that the bodies were more carved up than when she had left the door. Tex Watson went on a rampage at the end of the killings and just totally attacked every dead person in there.
All I can say is thank God she was already dead. You know. But, I mean, that blows my mind about Leslie because that is so unreal. She says she was dead. Also remember on that rampage that he hung Sharon.
From the rafter.
From the rafter, and she was not yet dead.
You have a different look in your eye when you're telling me that.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't understand people like this. Sharon, if they had have come in and they wanted her last dime, she would have given it to them.
Did you know that she offered to get them the money they wanted? Give us some time, we'll go get you the money you want.
Absolutely. She would have. But she wouldn't have done it just to have saved her life. She would have done it because they needed it. That's the kind of person she was.
There is a guest house in the back, and Tex Watson says, "And will you die for me?" He says that he did not know of the house and sent no one in there. However, I know of an investigator who has talked with Patricia Krenwinkel in detention, and Patricia says that Tex Watson sent her into that residence, into the guest house, to kill whoever was there. And she's quite certain that that person would be dead today if anyone was there. Garrettson, who was first arrested, said he was in there listening to a stereo, and the police said the decimal was turned up between 4 and 5. What do you think about that? Do you think Patricia went in looking for someone to kill? Do you think the dogs were being taken care of?
I've wondered about this, Bill. I wondered where the dogs were. They were certainly there the next morning when the police arrived, okay? I do not believe that Garrettson could possibly have been in that house when Patricia says it was dead silence. Where was he? That is my question. Where was he? And when did he return? If when he returned, why did he not see Folger's or Abigail's bodies? I mean, that house was not that far away from the main house.
Well, we know that Stephen Parent was shot 4 times by Tex Watson, the first one to be murdered at somewhere around 12:30, just after midnight. And we know that he left Garrettson in the residence. So the question that haunts you is, if he was there, why didn't he hear something? And if he wasn't there, where was he?
That's right.
Patricia Krenwinkel, just a side note, she has suggested in the court proceedings back in 1970s early that that maybe Sharon wasn't supposed to be there that night. Her red Ferrari was gone.
Right.
As you know, it was in the shop.
Yes.
Does that bother you?
Yes, it bothers me, okay, because if they were out on a vengeful mission, she would have, you know, she should have been spending the night away. We both know that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But my mind now goes back to, how did they know that she had a red Ferrari, okay? How did they know that the red Ferrari was gone? And let me tell you, Bill, we can sit here and discuss how my daughter died, okay? But my pain comes at night.